Hey everybody, I'm Gary,
And I'm Chris.
and we've got a new episode for you. No yeehaw on this one, but we do have some new bottles for you. And this time, we're breaking into Scotch. So, I have not really got a palate for Scotch, and
Never had it.
so we're in for a treat today. So I picked this up at my local liquor store, and this is a Compass sampler. And so in this, I'm going to break them out in just a second, but I want to read to you. We've got the Peat Monster, which is 46% or 92 proof. We've got the Spice Tree, which is also 46% or 92 proof. And then the Spaniard, which is 43% or 86 proof. So let's go ahead and get it open. A cool little box. So this is really, I'm a little nervous about it, gonna be honest with you. A Peat Monster sounds
scary.
Well, it is definitely monstrous for sure. But I heard a lot of things about peated drinks being very an acquired taste.
Oh.
So we may be in for a real hill climb here, starting off with the Peat Monster.
Sounds fun.
But according to Compass and the box, this is what we should hear, or what we should expect. A balancing act between the beautifully peaty, smoky aromas and flavors of classic Islay malts and subtly sweet, fruity notes. So, all right, here we go. Little crack, no cork pop in these. Almost feel like I'm on an airplane. Like, tick, 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 tick. So just enough to wet your whistle. Wow, that is really, really light. Considering that, I mean, yeah, there's no
color difference.
A little bit of color difference. Yeah.
Smells. I
Whoa,
don't even know.
that doesn't smell like anything I've ever drank. All right, can it?
I smell rubbing alcohol, and then there's something dark in there.
It smells like, I'm not trying to be mean, but it smells kind of like a mix between moss and wet socks.
Yeah.
Like wet
There you
cotton.
go.
Not dirty socks, just wet cotton.
Yeah.
Right? It's just, yeah. All right.
Here
See
we
what
go.
happens when we drink it. Cheers.
Oh, yeah. Feel the burn.
So, now I know what wet socks taste like.
Fire.
Well, it was the first drink of the day. So, yeah, I'm feeling it, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a Peat Monster fan.
Don't like it.
Might not be my flavor, but you know, anything worth doing is worth overdoing. So here's to sip number 2.
I don't taste fruit.
All right, second sip makes it not hardly as rough.
I beg to differ.
That's fair. That's fair. I get a lot of the tannins from. Well, yeah, I definitely get the wood tannins, but I'm also getting like almost like a sour grape, like a sour white grape. White grapes are usually not sour. You know, they're more sweet.
Yeah.
But I almost get like a sour white grape out of that.
I can see that.
Yeah, I gotta say, my first run with Scotch, not my favorite. Here's coming to bottle 2.
But did you get any fruit out of that?
So you might. So here's what I would say about that.
If you had maybe a
Politely.
palate for it.
No, so if you drank it. So if you really did a glen, like you were going to drink that, I think maybe the third, fourth, fifth sip would probably start to break into those notes because you would get past that, like, ashes. Now that we've completed the peat monster level, I'm starting to feel experienced. But I'm going to have to say that was maybe not the best one to have started with. I'm thinking maybe we should have went the other way. But here we are, already into it. And so we're just going to go with it, right? So this is the spice tree. This is a rich, intense malt whiskey with an underlying character of dried fruit, notes of baking spices, and accents of toasted oak aged in custom cask. So I'm curious, like, I should have done a little more research and find out what kind of cask they are, because that's intriguing. Yeah. Definitely a better color on this one than on the last one, but either way, here we go. Oh, that's a lot better color.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Not hardly as dark as what we see on some of the other stuff, but this is definitely better than the white wine looking version that we had last time.
Mm-hmm.
So, on the nose.
It's a much better nose.
Yeah. I'm not immediately ran off by this. I can definitely pick up some of those dried fruits, but I would say it's not a red fruit. It's more like an apricot or something.
Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely some fruit in this one. Maybe a little bit of the toasted.
Yeah, I definitely do, but I could still be running off the old oak peat monster. Yeah, I'm considerably lighter nose.
Not as so much it hits you in the face.
Yeah, this is not a bear fight with this. Oh man, that was all right.
Ready? Let's do it.
Cheers. No?
Nope.
I actually like it. That's not bad. Definitely the baking spices on the back end. That's like if I had to equate it, it's definitely more of a high rye bourbon.
Kind of came through the nose a little bit.
Yeah, that's that rye spice, the baking spices that they were referring to.
Yeah. Eyes watered, nose burning. Yeah.
Yep. That's pretty common. But that's the palate starting to waken up.
The aftertaste of it though is great.
The finish.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
Really easy. So after you get past that initial baking spice, it just smooths out. I mean, just really mild on the palate.
Yeah. Yeah, the initial hit of it was just too much. Nope, thanks, done. But after that, it was nice.
Right.
It was smooth and a nice after flavor.
Well, what happens in drink two?
I don't know. Still the same hit.
So, yeah, I guess I don't really mind that heavy rye flavor as much as I thought. But I like that. I get all of those soft dried fruit notes.
Yeah, I like the aftertaste of it. The initial hit of it I don't care for, but I would drink it again.
It's definitely holding up to its name at the spice tree.
Yeah, yeah, it's got that initial spice in your face. Just boom.
Yes. But let's see. It says that we should see character are underlying characters of dried fruit. So I guess that's why we get the baking spice first.
Yeah.
And then as it starts to finish, you get those nice light fruits and definitely the toasted oak. But if this had been my first bottle out of the box, I would have been excited.
Yeah.
But since this was my first bottle, I was nervous.
Not gonna lie, I was too. That first bottle kind of scared me a bit.
So 2 down, 1 to go.
We are going to do the Spaniard. And the Spaniard is full, soft, and sumptuous owing to a base of malt whiskeys aged in Spanish wine casks with flavors of citrus peel and ripe red fruits.
Oh,
Sounds sweet.
that actually sounds like really light and refreshing. Citrus peel and some ripe red fruits. That sounds pretty cool. Got a decent color to it, and we do have a cool bottle. It definitely looks like a Spaniard. If a Spaniard was from like 1560. Yeah. Anyway, we crack it top. Let's see what we got. I would say this is a 3-peat, but I'm almost afraid to say anything peat after the first bottle. So I'm just gonna say this is a 3-pack.
Yeah,
Okay.
there we go.
Yeah. Let's see what we got. Oh. Is that a good L? Well, I get a mixture of bottle 1 and 2 on this one. I get a little bit of, well, no, I get a little bit of this one and a whole lot of that one on the nose. Definitely smelling the peat on.
Yeah, I smell the peat and maybe some red fruits.
I am getting the red fruits. Definitely get the red fruits. I might even say I get a little bit of the citrus peel. Like, this is a really complex nose.
It is.
Easily,
there's a lot to it.
So I can honestly say that if we started with this bottle and then worked our way here, I might be disappointed.
Yeah.
So honestly, this was almost like in our favor to start a little bit with the rough one and then get this really nice and then get a mixture toward the end.
Yeah.
I'm really enjoying this. All right, so that's the nose. Let's see the palate. Yep. That's a mixture of 1 and 2.
Sure is.
So, some of the baking spice from bottle 2, which was nice. That's the fun part. Was the worst part of bottle 2. That being said, heavy peat, but not a peat monster on the beginning. Wouldn't you agree?
I would. And then the spice kind of kicks in a little bit, and then it mellows back out to, I don't know, some kind of.
So
I don't know.
I'm going to be on. So I'm following his. I got the peat in the beginning, then I got the baking spice, and then it just literally died. I got a little bit of the tannins from like a white grape, and then I got the red fruit that they were talking about for sure.
Yeah.
But it was really mild.
Yeah, it wasn't in your face like the peat was, and then the spice.
Right.
And then it, like you said, just.
So I would say that the initial taste test on this was kind of tough to swallow, if you will.
Yeah.
But then it became really, really flavorful and almost enjoyable at the end.
Yeah.
So this is one of those that it's like, oh. So
Not too
it,
bad.
it makes you curious about, well, is the second drink or the third drink or the fourth drink going to be, enjoyable because, your palate shock is over, right?
Yeah.
All right, well, let's see what happens. Drink two. Cheers. Mm. Okay. Totally different kind of.
Way different.
So, second sip, I lose almost all of the peat, right?
And half the spice.
Right? And I really get more of that white grape tannin and some of that citrus peel that they were talking about, and a lot of that red fruit's really, really nice.
Kind of a shock.
100%. But in a good way. So I learned a lot. If you haven't had Scotch, I definitely would recommend the box.
I'd try it again, other than this one.
So I'm going to be honest with you. I got a pretty good feeling after a couple of shots here. I still ain't feeling good enough to go after that and again.
Mm-mm.
That's not in my wheelhouse for palate.
Oh, thank you.
So to those of you who do like the heavily peated stuff, man, y'all some tough mother. Because that's, whew,
It's a hard one.
yeah.
It's not fun.
And I drank some rough stuff with some tough stuff, and met guys that just literally rip the top off and throw it away as soon as they grab the bottle. And I'm still thinking that most of them probably ain't going to hold up to the peat monster.
Mm-mm.
But I don't regret trying it. It was definitely an experience. That is definitely, though, a roller coaster I do not want to ride again.
Yeah, it was fun to try once.
Once. Just once.
That's all you're ever going to do.
So, that's our episode for today. Us, Frozen Spirits, trying out Scotch. And don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And let everybody know that this one's not very good.
But the other two are pretty dang good.
These are amazing. These are amazing. So if I had to do a recommendation, definitely 1, 2, and 3 for me.
Yep.
Yeah, you're the same?
Oh, 100%.
So again, make sure that you like, comment, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. I'm Gary.
And I'm Chris.
And this is Frozen Spirits, drinking in Alaska.